Recording. Check, check.
Okay, there we go.
Wow, asserting some dominance already, I see.
Yeah.
And warmth. We're in Arizona right now.
We are.
California. Oh, by the way, you guys like my shirt?
Yes.
Where'd
I
you
love
get that
it.
great shirt?
Oh, JRPG Life new show. You have no idea how complex this set is. We're really close. I'm going to start with gifts. A vendor at the Expo, I bought some stuff from him and he's like, here, I'm throwing this in for you as well. And it's Grimace's birthday.
Yes.
On the Game Boy. McDonald's made this and then they made a physical copy of it. It's for the original Game Boy. Before, I think it's just you could download it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you can play the physical version.
He just made it, and that's awesome.
He just made it, and he didn't sell it, so don't go suing him, McDonald's.
I heard it's a decent skateboard game too.
Yeah. Wow, I'm excited to see what Grimace does on his birthday. Another vendor hooked it up with this lovely Mario pin
Oh, that's so cool.
from the 3DS era. How about one that's not gaming related? So there's this band that I really like called Pinback, and one of the guys in that band started this other band called The Ladies.
AKA Ladies.
Now, I don't know if this is any good or not, but I assume it is because his pedigree is so strong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to listen to this. So on my drive home, I'll be driving down the 10 freeway and it's just all open desert. We'll see if this is the soundtrack of the desert drive. You guys, say something. What'd you get?
We got a gift. So we have a friend of the channel that hit us up that happened to have an extra one of these they'd love to give us, and this is the coolest thing we've ever seen.
This is crazy.
It's thick.
So this is a guide to Japanese role-playing games. And it is basically a color, it's by 3-Bit Books. It's a color kind of synopsis. Oh, it has Sweet Home in there too.
That was good page
Of
open.
all the best RPGs.
It's so cool.
It's a little history about them, a little bit of the plot, and a little bit of color, photos. It's so cool.
It's so weird. Japanese role-playing game is the same initials as your channel, JRPG.
It's crazy.
These are gifts from one of my favorite YouTube couples, JRPG Life. This is the Dr. Mario NES.
I can't speak.
There was a vendor who had this at the Expo, and I was telling them about it, and they're like, I saw this sitting out on their counter, and they said, oh, we might do something with that later for like a giveaway. And I was like, how about you give it away to me? Thank you both very
got it,
much.
yeah.
I love this. This is definitely going into the collection. And then, how stinking cool is this? These two have been hooking me up with like N64 era stuff. You guys, this is amazing. There's apparently a shop nearby. I want to say Sour Apple.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of these interesting, really unique collectible N64 things. And you guys hooked it up. So thank you very much. This is
Absolutely.
great.
I can't wait for you to wear all of them at the same time.
And then light them up all
Yeah.
at the same time.
I
Yeah.
can't either. It'd be great.
They got VHS tapes.
Anime VHS, imagine that.
Do you like anime?
Yes.
What?
So this happens to be volume 1, 2, and 3 of Robotech, the Macross Saga.
Okay, this throws me off. I feel like every time I see any anime series, Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop, Robotech, Dragon Ball Z, I don't know if I just like committed blasphemy in anime.
Those are all anime names.
I feel like there's like 1,000 different videos for each series. Am I close to that?
Oh,
It depends on the series.
Okay. How about Robotech? How expansive is that?
It's not.
50, 60?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
50 or 60?
Yeah, that's pretty
I mean, I
short.
guess Star Trek is like a
Well,
billion too.
Go watch One
But,
Piece and
but
catch
these
up.
are like,
There's like 400,
20
500
to
episodes.
30-minute episodes.
Ooh.
Yeah, $10 for all 3.
Yeah.
That's like swap meet pricing.
Okay, not gaming related, but too bad.
Nice.
So every time I see this vendor Anime Coast, I ask them if they have any Moon Dreamers, and she said yes. And she forgot to bring them the last time. She brought them this time. She had them set aside for me.
No way.
And I
a
bought
good
all
deal.
of them. All of them.
How many is all of them? Was this all of the ones that they had?
Yeah.
This is all the ones she had.
Oh, wow.
But there's more. And
Like how many more?
there's probably like a total of like maybe 10.
What is this?
Monster High dolls.
Oh.
These are like mad expensive now. This lady, she had a bucket full, and she was asking $6 a piece. And
Which is insane.
this is
Because they're normally like $40
yeah,
a doll, right? Yeah.
yeah, they're wild.
These particular ones are going up in price because you were saying that they're the
Discontinued.
original discontinued versions of the dolls.
So they retired this style, and they've made them more curvy friendly.
Okay, you got both of these for $1. Okay.
We found one 3D game for a collection.
So-
and it was not on our list and not in our collection, so wild card.
Wow.
So we went in here thinking we had 9 left. We actually had 10, so now we have 9 left again.
Okay.
Cooking Mama.
Sweet Shop. So that's cool.
How like Sisyphus is that?
It sucks.
Like you keep on pushing the ball up the and you keep falling down.
Also, what I've been looking for a long time, Picross DS.
Heyo.
Finally.
Yes.
Every time we just see Picross 3D, never Picross, never
But I can't speak.
I want to play this. I just got the 3D one from Josh, and I've never played Picross before, but he was like, dude, you have to play this game. It's so
great.
addicting. So,
It's like Minesweeper meets Sudoku.
I don't know how to play either of those.
Well, you'll know how to play this one.
It's like a good bedtime game.
My bedtime game is sometimes I'll just sit and play Pokemon Puzzle League or Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So, fun story about Puzzle Fighter, the greatest puzzle game ever made, of course.
You're right. It's fact.
He agrees.
Debatable.
We would play multiplayer on that game all the time in college, and on the PS1, we would be playing this game so much that a friend of ours goes, hey guys, I can't actually play this game with you anymore. I was having a conversation with my girlfriend, and while we were talking, I just saw the little pieces going in front of my eyes. And so, like, it was so ingrained in his head that he just constantly was watching that while he was talking to her, and he's like, it's too much Puzzle Fighter. Have you ever had that problem with Picross before?
No, but the music does kind of stick with you in some of the games.
Nice.
We've been playing Mario Picross on the Switch a lot, the retro
Oh.
one, on the Virtual
Cool.
Console, and
It's the
It sticks with
same
you.
song forever.
it is.
I had the distinct privilege and honor of buying a vendor's first. This is his first time ever at an expo, and his first time selling anything. There's Persona 5. I just sold off all my special editions, so I'm glad to have one to play. This one's the Steelbook version. Persona 4 Arena. I was thinking in my head it was Ultimax, but it is not. It's just the original one. But what's unique and interesting, this is what we call a bolo. He had this for $3, bottom of the ninth on the Nintendo 64. A very below average baseball game.
Yeah.
Nothing about this game is worth playing today. Here's what's interesting about it. It's $3, but it sells all day on eBay for $20 to $30, and it was one of the hardest games to find for me in my N64 complete set. So I said, hey dude, like looking out for you, but this game goes for like $20-$30, and he's like, well, I've got it priced at $3. Do you want it for $3? And I was like, yeah, I mean, sure. Like I'll okay. When we went today to his booth, crap, like you couldn't move in there. There's so many people. So I hope that he comes home
He was doing well.
with nothing left.
It's the GMA special edition.
It is. Oh, that's right. This is autographed by Gma,
Somebody's grandma.
64. What do you got?
Picked up Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne for the PS2. I do already have this game, but ours is sealed. But the reason why I actually bought it was because it was bundled with the strategy guide.
If you ever see a Shin Megami Tensei strategy guide, yeah,
Gosh.
they're just
It's
mini novels, and they are,
thick.
and the text is sized appropriately. It's insane, but they're super thorough.
Those games just scare me off because of that reason right
Yeah,
there.
recently remade for Switch and other modern consoles, and we played on that a little bit too.
It was originally known to be notoriously difficult.
Yes.
But
We didn't
you know,
find it that difficult.
it's not that difficult.
Well, you have the strategy guide now. If you
Yeah.
do
So
it,
it's even easier.
difficult.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like speed run it in 38,000 hours. Last year at GameOn Expo, one of my favorite booths to interact with was Collector Protector.
Remember, everybody, these are bangers.
I love these guys. They have such great products. Of all of the different like protectors around like your boxes for anything, I think that they are without rival. I think
It's the
like
best, yeah.
the highest quality. These acrylic ones have this magnetic thing too, so like you close it and sometimes you're like, oh, I want it to loosen up when I pick up the game, and it's like it has literally a magnetic little element on it. It's as sturdy as can be. You guys have your Persona game stored in one.
Yeah.
I think if you're a serious collector who has anything that you're really trying to protect and preserve, this is the one to get. Anytime I
the
need
best.
anything for my stuff to protect it, every time I'm going Collector Protector. Like they're that great.
Even more so, it's good to know that you're buying from some really nice people.
Yeah.
Like genuinely good people.
They also have collectible protectors too, like for pops and
That's right. That's right. Not just video games, but for pops and for other collectibles. And he was saying that if there's something you need a make for that they don't have, to email him or message him on Instagram, and they would proactively look at making something specific for that. So I want them to make something that fits like Solo to Robo or some of these like DS games that have a CD packed in. But for now, we got these. I'm very happy.
So we picked up something from them as well.
Oh!
From Collector Protector, and we got Lufia complete.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one, which isn't as good as the second one, but it's still good. It's clean. It has the map, has a beautiful manual.
Awesome.
Nice label, everything. So super happy about it.
And that box is clean too, by the way.
Super clean.
Well, I also bought a couple of Super Nintendo games from Collector Protector, the first one of which is a very late release. This came out in 1996, so N64 is out, and they're still making Super Nintendo games, one of which is Pinocchio. And this is a super clean condition version of it. SNES Drunk, who is probably my favorite Super Nintendo content creator.
We love him.
He said the game itself is fine, but the graphics and animation are among the very best on Super Nintendo. I also grew up watching Pinocchio probably more than any other Disney movie, and so he had it at a really great price. And if you look on eBay solds, there's no solds for complete in box, and there's 3 boxed ones listed. So I don't know if it's just a harder to find game because it's a late release or what, but the price was so good, I had to get it. The other one was, he had a lesser condition version of this game, Contra 3 The Alien Wars, and I said, listen, I've already got the game, I just want the box and manual, would you do a separate deal for it? And he was like, let's go. So I got both of these from him for a steal of a price. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Collector Protector. We love you.
This was just a game we missed out on when it was released, and we don't see it much anymore. And one of our favorite local places had it, and that's Snow Bros. Nick and Tom Special.
Oh, I wanted to play that.
We got it for $30, which is a great deal.
Awesome.
Fun little retro style game with the modern.
It's not limited run, is it?
It is. It's a limited run
okay.
joint venture. It's not an actual limited run numbered game.
I've got a stack of games.
That's a good stack of games.
This vendor had such good prices. I looked for him today. I think he got bought out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nothing was left. I mean, people were buying out vendors on day one. It was that kind of a bloodbath. I mean, it was crazy. Anything $10 and $15 was buy 2 get 1 free. So first of all, I got Resident Evil Code Veronica X, but I got this one because it's the Devil May Cry bonus disc in it. So I'm gonna upgrade my copy and then sell mine. Have you played Extermination before?
No.
Super underrated. Not a very long game, but you can tell that this was made early on in the PS2's life, in that it feels like a PS1 survival horror game,
Nice.
and like trying to work its way into the PS2, and it is so fun. It is such a good game. And then maybe one of the more uncommon but still attainable Xbox 360 games is El Shaddai. This is such an interesting game because they're doing stuff with like spiritual themes and other things, and it's so bizarre. It's just so out there that you're like, I don't know what is happening right now. But it's steeped in like, I think like Christian theology, but then like and Jewish theology. People loved it or they hated it. You seem to love it.
Yeah, we enjoyed a bit. We only played a bit of it, but it's really weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, you'll be going through these really strange graphical vistas, and then like the voice of God is like talking to you, or like I forget how it is. I played it a long time ago digitally, but I have not physically.
We were trying to go for the complete Working Designs set. We didn't find the big one we wanted, but we found a lot of the other ones. So real quick, Ray Crisis, Thunder Force 5. The art on that is so beautiful. I love the shiny Working Design style. This one, not the best condition, so we got a good decent deal for it, but that's Kadash. And then Iron Storm we got from our local guys, One Up Games. And this is a weird kind of World War II style shooter, or not a shooter, but like a strategy type thing. And then the big boy, Dragon Force.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's all Working Designs, all on the list. Done, 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 done.
Dun 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 dun.
Exactly.
Let's talk about a few more from that same vendor. Sir, thank you for the prices. First one is Panzer Dragoon Orta. On the original Xbox, when you play it, you can actually play the original Panzer Dragoon, like fully onto it, the Sega Saturn version of it. So that's really cool. One of my favorite shooters, not for the shooting elements, but for the puzzle elements, and that's Geist on the Nintendo GameCube. This used to be a $10 game for like years. No one cared about it. And then all of a sudden, this one's been going up, but you play one level that's kind of more traditional shooter. It's a little janky, the aim is not great. And then you play the next level, and you're this like spirit, and you're possessing different, maybe like a dog bowl to startle the dog while it's eating, which then makes it go run to get the owner, which then you possess that, and then the thing, and then
It's really cool.
it's such a creative game that I was like, I'd get to the shooter segments, I'm like, okay, hurry up, I want to do more puzzles. I wouldn't say it's a horror game, it's just kind of spooky, and there are monsters and some ghosts, but it's not like,
It's a puzzle game.
yeah, it's not like a terrifying, it's not like a Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like that. These ones I got, definitely try out for the old collection. Warpath Jurassic Park. I just saw the cover of this and was like, well, this looks kind of bizarre, and it's a fighting game with dinosaurs.
That's awesome.
Set in the Jurassic Park universe. I was looking for this because you guys, I just edited a video for you where Elisa found this game at Zia Records. Galarian's Ash. Galarian's on the PS1 is, I think, kind of an unsung, clunky, but still good game on the PS1. I had heard that the PS2 game is okay, but at the price it's at right now, like, I think you found yours for $25 or something like that. I think that's about what I paid for mine as well. Especially like any horror game or this kind of sci-fi-ish kind of stuff, over time just all of a sudden skyrockets way out of the place. I'm gonna talk about a couple more because they only have one more. I bought way too much stuff. The main thing that I wanted to get you guys at, I'm sorry I'm boring you. I'm just kidding. It's late at night. I had one goal, and that was to get Kid Nicky in box on the NES. No one had it. But one game that people had talked about for a long time on the NES, Monster in My Pocket. It's one of those ones that people who are collecting for the NES are always like, oh, that's a great game. It's a good, like, side-scrolling action platformer kind of a game. Wonderful little shop here in Arizona has a bunch of not-for-resale stuff. And last year they had stacks of 3DS not-for-resale things. And I was like, if they're here, I'm gonna see what they got. I'm gonna bite the bullet on it because I see what other not-for-resale games go for, and I bought 3. We've got a Pilot Wings, a Mario Luigi Dream Team not for resale, A Link Between Worlds, one of my favorite 3DS games of all time.
Good.
It is so good.
The best Zelda's ever made.
Easily, 100%. Besides Ocarina of Time, Stop Talking Dan, and then I thought you were anti.
I played that more than any other game on the N64.
I knew I loved you. How about Mario Tennis on the N64, not for resale? He negotiated down to $90 on this thing. This goes for I think like $200. So thankful for that. So
thank you, David.
I never, at any other game shows, Siege, SoCal Gaming Expo, local events, ever see these 3DS not for resales. Most of them are between $10 and $40 each.
It's crazy. Right
now, today, as the 3DS is skyrocketing, this is a bit of a hidden part of the 3DS collecting world. I got this in a 3-pack. This blew my mind as well. First was a Switch game that I've heard so many people talk about, that's Live Alive, which I had read a lot of reviews for saying this is great. I was waiting for a price drop on this, and at his price, it was definitely a price drop. Rising Zan, Samurai Gunman, even back when it was out, it was at game stores as a bizarre game that people weren't sure what to make of. I played it, I loved it.
Is that like Samurai Western for PS2?
No, so they tried to mix Japanese mythos and Western, like spaghetti Western style. The enemies are like just bizarre, and the aesthetics are bizarre. The graphics are strange and blocky, and the characters have strange voice acting. I'd never seen this game for a great price before. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. He gave me all 3 of these games for $90.
That's awesome.
Insane. These are all going right into my collection.
We bought something very different, but we've been looking to do this for a while. So,
this is so good.
There is one thing that you never see on Twitch.
No.
And that is people streaming 3DS content.
You can't do that because it doesn't go to your TV. What?
Yeah, so true story. There's one guy in the world that does better 3DS mods than everywhere else. He's in like Scandinavia or something like that.
He's in Europe.
Europe somewhere.
We'll just say Europe.
So this is an original 3DS, and on the back there is this little extra back on it. If you can see, it's a little thicker than usual, and there's a mini USB port or a micro USB port. So this is Loopy. Loopy mods 3DSs to be capturable. So they just plug micro USB in it.
So we can stream now 3DS games.
We can capture 3DS games for anything. It's incredible.
NDS.
You're right again.
And there's 0 lag.
0 lag. It's 100% live, so she's going to start streaming maybe RPGs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But we're super excited.
Awesome.
And we got it for a pretty darn good deal because you just can't get them. The guy retired and he doesn't make these anymore.
Yeah, it's
gosh.
nearly impossible to obtain one of these.
Wow.
Because he doesn't do the mods anymore.
Beautiful. And the software is...
Please, honey. Please don't drop
Here, I'll give it to you.
I'll just hold on to this now.
I don't know if we should say it. We paid $500 for that. So this
That's
was
amazing,
our
you
consolation prize for not getting Popple Mail.
Yes.
Mine is not nearly as cool, but with this, I've now completed the trilogy
of
Castlevania games. Completed box for the NES. The box is in okay shape. It's in, it's got some damage, got some wear. This isn't like something you're ever gonna want to grade or any of that kind of stuff. I just wanted it for the artwork. I wanted it for the classic Konami box design. This was from Eastman Retro, and he already had it priced low, and he still went lower, which thank you so much, Eastman. Not nearly as cool as a DS thingy, but
3DS
thingy. you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can capture my games now. Just kidding. Unless anything crazy happens tomorrow. Yeah, something crazy happens tomorrow, and it's documented in the video that's in the description below. You need to click on it. This is all of my pickups, and I believe all of your pickups as well.
Sure is.
Oh, no. There's one more. Something of a grail. The shirt. Did I highlight the shirt already?
You did.
At the beginning.
Yeah, that's how much I like it.
Oh,
Your best
thank you so
pickup.
much for wearing the logo.
Where can people find you too?
At JRPG Life on all major platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And if you watched my channel for 5 minutes, you already knew that. But thank you guys very much for letting me hang out with you here at GameOn Expo and for sharing your pickups with everybody as well. And happy gaming, everyone.
Happy gaming.
Take care.
Bye.